Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome if you're new. This was going to be a Libra Sun, Moon, and Rising reading. However, my guides are telling me this is going to be a collective medicine reading instead. There's been a lot of information, activations coming in around how we can find more balance in our lives, how we can bring about more peace in our lives. You may have been shown, or you might be shown, certain ways that you act that are not really in alliance with how you want to be acting, or not aligned with the characteristics or attributes of that which you want to emulate. So you may be shown these things given a circumstance or an experience. Maybe that is a bit chaotic or gives you the opportunity to show yourself this version of you, or this aspect of self. So I'm going to get some cards on this. Yeah. This card did want to come out in reverse, and there's some stuff coming in around that, so we're going to leave that like that. We're going to get one more. This collective. Alright. On the bottom of the deck, we have number 31. 31 breaks down to a 4. 4 is stability, foundation, it's balance. Right? It's the two coming together to create stability. It's like the two corners on a table or on a chair. The 4, I should say. And then we also have 4s here. We have another 4 here. The 2 and the 4 here. And the 2 4s here. Yeah, they're just showing me the imagery of like a chair, and there may have been, yeah, it just feels like there's something new that's being birthed here. You have some new ideas about how you want to move forward. And in a more balanced way. Perhaps you were seeing kind of foggy before, or allowing your emotions to kind of, I'm just getting like, you may have been reacting versus responding, reacting off of past emotions or past ways of being, and it just feels like there's this realization around wanting to change that. For example, I was shown how when I get upset, I can yell. How I might get triggered, and it takes a lot for me. It really does. I don't yell often at all, but I had an incident with my son. Well, the whole weekend was just, it was a mess, but it was just kind of one thing after another, and I found myself yelling at him. And during the yelling, I'm like realizing that I don't want to be yelling, but my emotions were just so intense. And I think that was a way in which I have always kind of released a lot of emotion, released a lot of energy when I'm angry. And so there was that realization that that's not who I am, that's not who I want to be. And so then I went in last night, before I went to sleep, and I did a lot of reprogramming of the subconscious. So just like walking myself through future scenarios in which, there might be a lot of intense emotion, but I react different. I can stay calm. I can stay in a place of grace. And it's funny because when I was coming home this weekend and all this crap had happened, and I was like kind of rehearsing how I wanted to respond. So I knew how I wanted to respond. And I remember my guides just kept saying, with grace. I'm going to respond with grace. And even though I had done that, I still ended up, I handled it okay at first, but then, my son gets to, popping at the mouth. And of course, that started to upset me. And then he storms in the bedroom, and so I find myself yelling from the living room. Yeah. Which is exactly the opposite of what I wanted to do. So these things do take practice. And that's just one example. There's many examples. There's many things that are probably coming in right now, many different ways of being that are being shown to the collective. It doesn't necessarily have to be that one thing, but that's just what I was shown. That's just my own emotions that have been coming up for me that I wanted to share with you guys. But it could literally be anything. It could be, you're shown that you have this habit that you want to break, or you're gonna be shown something this week though. Usually I tend to have these understandings a couple days to a week before it hits the collective. For some reason, not really sure why that is. Maybe it's just because, I am meant to see it first so that I can kind of relay things to you. I'm not sure, but that's been my my experiences. These activations, these waves come in for me, and I've noticed actually for others as well. It's not just me, but for other readers and clairvoyants, and that those that are very sensitive to the energy will receive the activations or the understandings a few days to a couple weeks sometimes ahead. Excuse me. All right, and then we have number 24, which breaks down to a 6. So we have 4, 6, 8. So we are moving forward. And 6 always reminds me of this woman, a woman birthing something new. You see how she kind of takes that figure 6? So birthing something new, new ideas, new understandings, new activations coming through. And there may have been an area in which you didn't feel supported, but, or, in the energies we've been in, I know for sure this past weekend, have been a lot, to say the least. People are acting kind of crazy. People are, and I think it's just meant to show us where we're out of balance. And, through the darkness, we can find the light. the light's always there. It's just our emotions and our mental body can, our emotional body, our mental body can kind of take us to places so that it's really, basically, it seems to be just so that we can grow, so that we can evolve and learn and understand ourselves a little more. But you are protected here. Okay, you are being shown it's all connected. And your higher power, however you describe this energy, is a loving and protective energy. And you are loved and protected. But this energy is allowing us to identify our fears, to identify our emotions that may have been out of balance. So through this energy, just make sure you're seeking balance. Extremes of anything are rarely healthy or useful, okay? There may be an overreaction here that even causes another issue or has caused the issue. Just ground yourself. Allow your strength to rise from there, okay? Be aware of where the imbalances in your life are at present, where you may be overreacting, over emotional, or reacting from the past, from that's how you've always done it, or that's how your mom did it, or you know what I mean? It's like there's a pattern here that can be broken. And then we have the double fours, 44 master number. Again, stability, foundation, setting a precedence. Precedence is what I'm hearing. And this is the card of attraction, the supermoon. We just had the full moon in Gemini, which Gemini is the two, right? It's the twins. And Gemini allows us to see polarities. It allows us also to become more versatile, more adaptable. You may find that your communication, your logic, your reasoning is adjusted at this time. There could also be some tension. The negative aspects of the Gemini energy there can be tension, there can be nervousness. But you can also be more inquisitive at this time, questioning yourself, questioning others, questioning just things, motives, energies, emotions. And the card of attraction, you can be magnetic to others and attract good things in your life. And you can repel what you no longer wish to attract. So just be ready for the opportunity. Avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in your body or in your mind at this time, okay? Think of connections greater than yourself. I'm going to get a medicine card from the Medicine Animals. This is a Native American deck that I've been learning. I absolutely love. It actually goes hand in hand with this other deck that I got, the Sacred Path, and just beautiful Native American wisdom in here. So we're going to get a card, and then I'm going to actually read it. the butterfly. The butterfly symbolizes transformation, metamorphosis, moving to a higher level, to a higher plane. The power that butterfly brings to us is akin to the air. It's the mind and the ability to know the mind or to change it, right? It's the art of transformation. And so to use butterfly medicine, you must astutely observe your position in the cycle of self-transformation. Like the butterfly, you are always at a certain station in your life activities. You may be at the egg stage, which is the beginning of all stages. The beginning of all things, right? This is the stage which an idea is born, but it has not yet become a reality. In tarot, this would be the suit of wands, right? The fire, the idea. And then there's the larva stage, which is the point at which you decide to create the idea in the physical world, which would be the suit of cups, the emotions. And then there's the cocoon stage, which involves going within. This would be in tarot the swords, the idea of going within or doing or developing your project or idea or aspect of personality. And then the final stage is transformation, which would be pentacles in tarot. The final stage of transformation is the leaving of the chrysalis and the birth, right? This last step involves sharing the colors of joy, sharing the colors and joy of your creation with the world. And if you look closely at what butterfly is trying to teach, you'll realize that this is the never-ending cycle of self-transformation. Okay, so the way to discern where you are in this cycle is to ask yourself, number one, is this the egg stage? Is it just a thought or idea? Number two, is it the larva stage? Do I need to make a decision? Number three, is it the cocoon stage? Am I developing and doing something to make my idea a reality? What am I doing about it? Okay. And then number four, is this the birth stage? Am I sharing my completed idea? And by asking yourself these questions, you'll discover how butterfly is relating to you at the moment. Hold on, I gotta shut my... Alexa, stop. I gotta shut my radio off. It goes off every morning. I don't know how it got set like that, but anyway. Hold on, I gotta take a sip of my coffee. Thank you guys for liking the video, sharing it out, all the things. I appreciate you guys. Alright, it says by asking yourself these questions, you'll discover how butterfly is relating to you at this moment. When you understand where you are, the symbol can teach you what to do next to continue in the cycle of self-transformation. And if you found the position through which you're cycling, you'll see the creativity of the butterfly. Okay, by using the air or mental powers of this medicine, it's done with ease. Okay, use as an example, if you've been feeling exhausted and you have asked how to heal your fatigue, take notice of the colors you've been drawn to recently. Does your body feel better in green? Could this mean that you need to eat more green vegetables? This type of thinking is an inspiration from butterfly medicine. Butterfly can give clarity to your mental process, can help you organize the project you're undertaking, and assist you in finding the next step for your personal life or career. The main message to be obtained from drawing the symbol is that you're ready to undergo some type of transformation. okay, to discern what your next move is. It says to use the butterfly spread. Okay, and it says, and I'm going to read the contrary of this as well. It's just one paragraph. But I do feel like for some, this could have come out in reverse. And I think it's just good to read the reversals of these, just in case. It says, if you've drawn the butterfly reverse, your lesson is a simple one. There's a need for change in your life that you're not recognizing. This could be a possible need for freedom, for a vacation, or for a new job. You may believe that change is too difficult, and you may rule it out to preserve the comfort of your old habits. But in ruling out any possibility of change, you're saying that the courage of butterfly has been lost. Why does butterfly represent courage? Because there's a totally different world outside the cocoon, right? Where known realities of the chrysalis are no longer applicable. This new world demands that you use your newfound wings and fly. Okay, so don't avoid the transformation. Look to the symbols. Look to your emotion. Your emotional body is going to be a big tell. Anything that makes you upset, how are you reacting to this? Let me know in the comments what you've observed and what you're working through transforming at this time, or just tap in with a hashtag replay so I know you're here. Every time you guys comment, it does get the video out there a little bit more, which definitely helps me out, so I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, commenting, all the things. Until next time, take good care. Love you guys.